You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Just like I start off every single one of my videos, I just wanted to give a very brief introduction and let you guys know that my name is Victoria. I'm 26 years old and I am a mental health advocate. I utilize all of my social media platforms, including this YouTube channel, as a way to spread awareness about mental health, to share some parts of my personal story with mental health issues, and hopefully play a small role in breaking that negative stigma that does surround mental health issues. Now, right off the bat, I just wanted to apologize. I am well aware that I have put out quite a bit of YouTube video content lately. But a few days ago, I was looking up mental health awareness dates, and I found out that March is Self-Harm Awareness Month, and I just could not picture myself letting this month slip by without touching base on self-harm awareness. Just this morning, I put out some Instagram content regarding self-harm awareness. I also put up a blog post on my blog website, which is youaremorthan.wordpress.com. So if you guys want to check those out, I would greatly appreciate that. I linked my blog website down below, but my Instagram is also a clickable link up in my banner. So if you want to go check out both of those things, it would mean a lot to me. I'm not gonna lie, this is the very first time in the past 2 years of me considering myself a mental health advocate where I have openly, publicly discussed what I am about to share with you guys. And also, it is definitely not an easy topic for me to talk about. Anything regarding mental health issues, it takes a lot of courage on my part to get on here and share that stuff with you guys. But specifically, today's topic of the video is obviously self-harm awareness, and that is going to be a very difficult topic for me to talk about. I have not ever put out any content regarding this topic this far, and I just wanted to ask you guys, see, I'm already stuttering. Some of my speech impediment might come out as well, but I just want to ask you guys to please bear with me. This is a difficult topic, and it is the first time that I am publicly talking about it. I'm going to try and keep this video really short and sweet and to the point. I'm hoping it's going to be one of my shorter videos. I just wanted to jump on here and let you guys know that March is Self-Harm Awareness Month and give you guys kind of a brief summary of my story. So my entire life, I've always dealt with massive amounts of anxiety, but depression didn't really set in for me until I was about 14 years old. At the time, when around 14 years old, me and my now boyfriend of 12 years went through our very first breakup, and I experienced my first very intense episode with depression and anxiety that lasted probably around 6 months. At the time, my mom kind of realized what was going on with me and very quickly sought out medical help, got me seen by some doctors, and also set me up with my very first counselor, who I was very fond of. I really just, for it being my very first counselor, I just clicked with her right away. Even today, it's very hard for me to find a counselor that really is a good fit for me. And when I do, it's kind of like a miracle and I hang on to them. But at the time I was 14, this was my first counseling experience, and I clicked very well with this counselor, and I saw her for a good amount of time. And right around this time when I hit this depression episode was right around the same time that I had my first experience with self-harm. Now, this period of time did not last very long for me. I know some people spend years and years battling the temptation to self-harm. For me, it was a very short run. I can't remember exactly how long it lasted, but I remember it was pretty short-lived, and I then ended up opening up to my counselor because at the time that was my deepest, darkest secret that I had ever had, and I wasn't letting on to anybody what was going on. But I remember I opened up to my counselor, and after lots of encouragement from her, I let her know what was going on. And I remember that day during that counseling appointment, I made a promise to her that I was never going to self-harm again. And with me, promises I take very seriously, all promises. And I made that promise to her that day in her office, and I never self-harmed again, thank God. But self-harm is really kind of a tricky thing because you're dealing with so much depression and anxiety, and when you self-harm, it somehow, at the same time that it's hurting you, it somehow also numbs the pain or takes your mind off the pain of the depression and anxiety that you're dealing with. And like I said, at the same time, as it being my deepest, darkest secret, I, now looking back, also realized that it was a massive cry for help. And I probably didn't hide it as well as I thought I was hiding it because it was a cry for help. And thankfully, my cry for help was heard, and thankfully I did open up to my counselor and tell her what was going on. And I'm also really thankful that that time in my life was very short. And all topics regarding mental health issues are so difficult to open up and talk about, but this specific topic is even more difficult to open up and talk about. And I'm thankful that so many people, I've seen so many people online, or especially on Instagram, that are open with that part of their story. But I know that there are so many people, I can't even imagine the amount of people out there that are still hiding this part of their story. And I can say, although it is a very dark part of my past, it definitely has made me the woman I am today. So my story as a whole, I wouldn't change anything about it, but I just remember feeling an immense amount of guilt and feeling like I was just dirty or something. I can't really describe it, but I just had so much, I carried so much guilt around this topic at that point in my life. And even after that, it's been over 10 plus years since my experience, but I've carried so much guilt around this topic, and there really shouldn't be any guilt around this part of my story. And with it being Self-Harm Awareness Month, I just wanted to encourage anybody out there that's had experience with it or is currently dealing with it to open up to a loved one, a counselor, and eventually get bold enough to share your story with multiple other people, like I share my story online with you guys, because that's going to be your saving grace. The more we open up and talk about these things, the easier it gets, and these are conversations that desperately need to be had. I also just wanted to let anybody out there know that my inbox is always open, and I will respond as quickly as possible. If you're struggling this month with it being Self-Harm Awareness Month, or if you are struggling at any given point, my biggest, the thing that makes me the happiest and makes me feel the most full is chatting with anybody that needs help. I am a good listener, and if you just need to talk to somebody or vent, like I said, my inbox is always open. Well guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for bearing with me through my stuttering and my pauses. But like I said, this was a very difficult topic for me to even touch on. And especially with this pandemic going on right now, let's remember to all just link arms virtually and continue to spread that love, continue to spread that positivity, and just remind your loved ones that you are always there for them. Thank you so much for watching this video, you guys. And thank you especially to anybody that shares it, anybody that comments on it. It means more to me than I can even express to you. Like I said, all of my social media links are clickable links up in my banner, so you can connect with me on multiple different platforms. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.
That we have